Hello there and thank you for clicking on this video. Today we're going to talk about the first 3 episodes of a show that I just started watching called Only Murders in the Building. Well, actually, it was just released. The first 3 episodes were just released, so there is not much to talk about, but there is actually a lot to talk about. Anyways, this show is about three strangers that live in the same building and are obsessed with true crime and a podcast about true crime, and eventually find themselves involved in one. So they have to solve this mystery. They don't really have to, but they want to, and make their own podcast on the mystery that they're solving. So the show stars Selena Gomez, Martin Short, and Steve Martin. So I saw the trailer a month ago and I loved it. I clicked on it because I saw Selena Gomez on it, and I do think that she deserves more recognition. I think given the right role, she can be a great actress. And I used to be a big Selena Gomez fan, but recently not so much, but I still think that she needs more recognition. Anyways, so the show has been great so far. I really like the mysterious vibes. I love everything about the show. I love the comedy, I love the music, I love the opening scenes, and I think it has a lot of potential to be a great show. So let's talk about the cast. So as I already said, the show's main characters are Steve Martin in the role of Charles Hayden Savage, who is a former actor who lives in the Arconia building. He became famous for playing a detective in a police television series. Then you have Martin Short, who stars as Oliver Putman, who is a struggling Broadway director who lives in the same Arconia building. And of course, we have Selena Gomez as Mabel Mora, a young mysterious woman living in the Arconia building. She claims she's renovating the apartment for her aunt, and by the end of episode 1, we actually know that she is the one connected to the victim, and she is kind of the most involved in the big mystery of the season, as who murdered the first victim in Only Murders in the Building. Okay, that was not phrased perfectly, but you know what I mean. So far, Selena Gomez is the third wheel of the cast. I mean, Martin Short and Steve Martin have a lot of great chemistry. I think they work very well together. But Selena Gomez at the beginning felt kind of odd. You know, the third wheel, she didn't really quite fit in. But as the episode and second episode came, I think she's doing a great job, and the three of them start to have a very good chemistry. So as I already said, Selena Gomez's character is really the center of the show so far, because she is connected to the guy that died. So it seems like the two of them grew up together and they went on these adventures where they would solve mysteries, and later two of their friends would join them. So the four of them would be a group of friends. They would solve mysteries and actually rob people. So I do think that Mabel will eventually come clear to Oliver and Charles, because I feel like she's getting warm to them, and it seems like she has no one right now. I mean, it is hinted at sometimes that she's very lonely, and she does live in an apartment that is pretty empty. I mean, she's saying she's renovating it for her aunt, but who knows. And of course, Oliver and Charles have their own storylines. I mean, Oliver is struggling with money. He is eventually going to get kicked out of his apartment, I guess. And you have Charles, who is saying that he has never had a wife or a partner, but he seems to be lying. And there is a lot to explore in both these characters, and I hope we do soon, because Charles and Oliver seem to be great characters. I think Oliver is a bit over the top, but I think Charles is really his opposite, and it balances out, you know, the over the top personality that Oliver has, and then you have Charles, who is very calm and grounded. So both of them really balance each other out. So as I said, it seems like Selena Gomez was at first really the old one, the third wheel, but as the episodes go on, she seems to be fitting in just fine, and I think it's normal in the first 1 or 2 episodes the actors to be a bit distant, but they seem to work very well. So let's talk about the plot. As I already explained, the plot is about these three strangers that live in the same building but don't really know each other. So one day they have to leave the building because someone obviously got murdered and the police says that he killed himself, but the three of them obviously don't think that this is true. So after they evacuate the building, the three of them end up in a coffee shop where they find out that they're obsessed with podcasts about murder mysteries. So the three of them decide to go to solve their own murder mystery, and this is how they end up creating a podcast about a murder mystery. So yeah, they're going to do a podcast about that because the three of them really have very different arguments as to why they want to do the podcast. I mean, Oliver wants to not struggle with money, and I think he misses the fame from being a director of Broadway. And then have Charles, who was I guess a very famous actor, but he's not getting any roles anymore. So, and Mabel, I still don't know why she's doing it. I think she just wants to belong somewhere, and she also wants to find out what happened to Tim Kano. I really love how they give us more details into their lives through flashbacks. I really like that because I know it feels very creative and it feels very 90s, but also not. I cannot really explain it, but I love the flashback scenes. I love the opening credits. I think the show is very well made. I don't think it's anything mind-blowing, but it is a very good start. I think the three main characters so far are working well together and have some sort of a good chemistry. And the script is very good. I mean, there's some jokes here and there that you can totally see. It is 2020, well, 2021. But so far the political correctness, it's really down to minimum. I also love that one of the first scenes we see is Mabel standing over a dead body, which obviously hints at the fact that she is actually the killer, but it is way too obvious and I don't think she did it. I still don't know who did it. Is it Oscar wanting revenge for not standing up for him? I don't know, but I'm very eager to see, and I love the show. I think it's fun, it's lighthearted. I mean, there is a murder, but it's lighthearted, it's fun. You can just turn your mind off and just enjoy it. So do let me know down below, did you like the show? Have you watched it? Are you considering watching it? If yes, why? If not, why? And I'm looking forward to it, and maybe I will do a review when the season ends. So thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you in the next video, and may the force be with you.